Hi friends, my name is Akil Ahmed, and in this particular video tutorial I will show you how to get the record count from a file in SSIS and then decide the next step, like either we need to proceed with one step or we need to proceed with another step. So the agenda of today's video tutorial is that there is a CSV file, so we will try to get the record count of the CSV file, and according to the record count of the file we will decide our next step. So without wasting further time, let's jump to the demo. So in my C files location I got a file email.csv. So if I open this particular file in a text editor and check the record count, so this file contains 443 records, okay, but the first record is the header information, so the actual number of records are 442 records, okay. So we will try to get the record count from this particular file and we'll assign the record count to an SSIS variable. So before writing the code in the SSIS package, we will try to get the record count from the C# console app, and then we can use the same code inside the script task as well. So there is actually very few lines of code, just 2 lines of code which can actually get the record count. So in this particular line we are just getting all the lines from the file, and then in the next line we are just getting the record count from the file, okay. So these are the just 2 lines of code. The remaining code, this is related to logging, like we have declared 2 variables for the logging. Then this is the string file path, the location of the file whose record count we want to get, okay, and in case if any error will occur, then it will create the error log file at this particular location, okay. So I have put a breakpoint here just to show you that like how the process will run line by line, okay. So we have declared 2 variables, and now this is the log folder path and this is the file path. So according to the path on your machine you can change the log folder path and similarly the file path. File path can come from the variable as well. For example, if you are using a for each loop container, okay, or the value can come from an SSIS variable as well. So the value of the file path is this one, dfiles email. Now if I continue this one, so now you can see that the total record count is 443, which includes the header information as well. So in case if you want to remove the header information, like you want to subtract the header information, so maybe you can do that like -1 as well. So this way the -1 will be reduced and the actual number of records from the file will be 442. So it will remove the total records -1. So this is good. Now we can use the same code inside the SSIS package as well. So this is my blank SSIS package that we will be using today, and we can create an SSIS variable here, and I can call the SSIS variable as maybe record count, okay, and the data type will be int32, so that's good. The default value right now is 0, so I won't change it. Now we can use the script task where we can write the code. So we can just drag and drop the script task into the control flow window, and now we can actually rename the script task get the record count, okay. So there is one more thing, let's declare a file path SSIS variable as well, so that the file path can be passed to the script task, okay, and then this value can be changed at runtime. So maybe if you are using a for each loop container, so the value can come from the for each loop container, so that you can also see like how to pass the value file path to the script task and get the record count back, okay. Now in the value, for now we will be just passing this value, okay, but this value can change at runtime if you are using a for each loop container, okay. So I have pasted this value. Now let's configure the script task. So I can right click, edit. From the read only variable we can select the file path SSIS variable from here, yeah, this one file path, and in the read write variable, because we want to write something to the record count, so we can select the record count, okay. Now I can click on the edit script so that it can open the script editor for us. Alright, so the script editor window has been opened up. Now what I can do, I can simply go to the console app and I can copy this particular code from here, and then I can paste the code here inside the main method, okay. So this is good. Now instead of this file path we can use the file path SSIS variable. So I can write dts dot variables, then file path dot value dot toString, okay. So this is how you can get the value from the file path SSIS variable. Now it's saying that system.io class is missing, so we can click on show potential fixes. I know that the file class exists inside the system.io namespace, so these errors are gone, so we are good here. Now we want to assign this value record count back to the record count SSIS variable. So what I can do, I can copy this particular value from here, okay, and change the SSIS variable name to record count, because we have a record count SSIS variable equal to record count local variable. Okay, so this is how here we are getting the record count from the file and we are assigning back to the record count SSIS variable. We are subtracting -1 because our file contains the header information. In case if your file does not contain the header information, then you don't need to subtract this value. So we are good here. Click on file, exit. Now you can click on OK. Alright, so we are good here. Now suppose according to the value returned from the script task, you want to either execute task 1 or you want to execute task 2. So suppose if the record count is 0, so you want to execute task 1, and if the record count is not 0, then you want to execute task 2. So how you can decide? So suppose let me call it as task 1, okay, and here I can call it as task 2, okay. So if record count is 0, so I want to execute task 1. If record count is not 0, then I want to execute task 2. So I can connect the get record count with the task 1, then right click on the precedence constants, click edit. Now from the constant, select expression, click on the 3 dots. Now just expand this one. Now drag and drop the record count. So write a condition if record count double equal to 0, okay, then evaluate expression, click OK, okay. So if the record count will be 0, then the task 1 will be executed, and now you can simply copy this particular expression from here, okay, and then connect the get the record count with the task 2. Now put the same condition here with a minor change, so you can paste the value here. Now change the condition to like if record count is greater than 0, click OK, okay. So we have put the condition now. So now if I will execute the SSIS package now, and because in the file the record count is 442, so the task 2 should be executed, okay. So let me execute the SSIS package so that you can see it by yourself. So you can see that because the record count is 442, so that's why the second task got executed, okay. Now suppose if I remove everything from the file and just leave the header information, then let's see what should happen. Then in that particular scenario, the first task should be executed. So I have removed everything except the header information, okay, and now let me rerun the SSIS package. So now you can see that the first task got executed because the file is empty. So guys, this is how you can actually get the record count from a CSV file, and then according to the record count from the CSV file, you can decide how you want to execute the SSIS package. So I think that's it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching the video, and if you like the video, then please click the like button, do subscribe to our channel, press the bell icon and click on all so that you will be notified every time for the new video. Thank you so much.